This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of hope.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. K.J. Wright in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Now Wilson on second down. He'll dump it off to Procise. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Wilson will throw again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He may try and run for this. And again, the footwork. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Gotta go, gotta go. 12. 18. Zebra.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And Marshall's got it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Hey. There. Let's go 14. 19. Let's go 14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 34 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah. Now
you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air this out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Touchdown, Carolina! Devin Funchess, 33 yards. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. He's back to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd and 4.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it in this situation. He decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wilson to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that